This is the war in Trinidad. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Be greatly appreciated. So breaking news. A lead detective's son was missing, right? He's from Arima. I had a lot of different searches for him. They put up rewards because they felt like this is unusual for this 27-year-old guy that goes by Nicholas Edwards to just be missing and not keeping in touch with his loved ones. As the story goes, a couple days after, Mr. Edwards is found with multiple gunshot wounds throughout his body, right? And this was the worst thing to hear coming from a cop, because in the back of your mind, you're thinking like, damn, did I do something that caused the death of my son? Now, a lot hasn't came out from this story or whatnot, but since he disappeared, it sparked a lot of different concerns. Nobody called about a ransom or nothing like this. So it looks like Mr. Edwards was in something else, that actually transpired, because you just don't get kidnapped and killed like that. You know what I'm saying? You have things that do happen, but things like this, out of the ordinary, just don't happen like this. And it's unfortunate that this dude had to lose his life. And I send my condolences to his loved ones and whatnot. But listen, man, in Trinidad, you have to move accordingly, man. You have to move a certain type of way, because if you don't, it's just a matter of time before things go left. And this is why you have to be focused, and you have to understand how to play the game of life. This dude, he got himself in some shit and his people didn't know about. You feel me? And they wanted him dead, and they definitely took his body from one location, dumped the car, maybe burned the car, and they moved his body to another location. And it's good that, they found the body so people could get closure, his family could get closure. But at the same time, it's still nasty work, and you have to be mindful of what you're doing, especially when you're young, you're vibrant, you're out here in the streets. You know what I mean? You never know who's watching you. You never know when death is knocking around the corner, you know what I'm saying? Knocking on your door. So this should be a learning lesson to how to move. Just because your people is a cop or they're in law enforcement, you should be moving 10 times even more strategic, so things like this won't happen, where now the cop's son is all over the news. You know what I'm saying? You should been able to tell your son, like, yo, listen, don't move a certain type of way, this and that. But this is the shit that goes on a daily basis. Trinidad, every day is a killing, and sometimes a lot of people die for frivolous, unwarranted things. It's just the nature of how Trinis are these days. There's a curse on the land. Brothers' blood have been spilled multiple times. There's a lot of gruesome, heinous acts that goes on. But for some reason, the people wanted this man found, because at the end of the day, they could have simply just chopped up the body and disposed of it, and it would have been it would have been an open investigation for the rest of the time on this land, because you got to understand that there's a lot of demons out here. But that's my food for thought. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Will be greatly appreciated.